Let's look at every single new feature on the entry-level iPad and why this update is a big deal. Welcome everybody to Apple Insider. Apple announced several new devices this week, including a new iPad Pro, a new Apple TV 4K, and a new entry-level iPad. Well, entry-level now has an asterisk going next to it because technically it's a little bit more expensive, and the existing 9th generation iPad is still hanging around for a little bit longer. But this new 10th generation unit has a ton of upgrades, a ton of new features, and it is ridiculously a massive update. So let's talk about why this upgrade is such a big deal and what all the new features are. First things first, the new iPad has a full redesign. It's basically going from this existing design on the previous generation model to something more like this, which is the iPad Air. So this to this is definitely a change in this tablet. It has flat sides, it has updated cameras, the Touch ID has been relocated to the top button there, the home button is gone, it has a new larger display. The display measures 10.9 inches, up from 10.2, has a resolution of 2360 by 1640 and 500 nits of brightness, and still supports True Tone. You can see the rounded corners. It just looks awesome. It is a big update visually for this iPad. There's also still stereo speakers, but they've been relocated, so now instead of just 2 on the bottom, there's 2 and 2 on the top and the bottom, or at least the ports, still technically stereo speakers, but great for landscape mode, and the camera has even moved from the top to the side. So when you're in landscape mode, perfect for taking video calls, attending classes, all of that. The new 2022 iPad has finally moved from Lightning to USB-C, and it comes in pink, blue, yellow, and silver. Inside of the updated iPad is a new chip. The prior generation iPad had a A13 Bionic processor, and Apple has now moved to an A14 Bionic processor. Faster neural engine, faster graphics, faster CPU, faster all around. Then there's the upgrades to connectivity. So the existing iPad, the 9th generation iPad that's sticking around, this guy only supported Wi-Fi up to version N. The new updated iPad has Wi-Fi 6. Previous version supported Bluetooth 4.2, new version supports Bluetooth 5.2, and for the first time, the iPad is supporting 5G, just like the iPad Air and iPad Pros. Apple's made a big upgrade to the cameras here. They can shoot 4K video for the first time thanks to this all-new higher resolution camera. It's gone from 8 megapixels to 12 megapixels and a wider, faster aperture, going from an f2.4 to an f1.8. And it's moved from Smart HDR to Smart HDR3. Not everything about the new iPad is great though. Unfortunately, the new iPad still supports the original Apple Pencil, which connected over Lightning, which means you need a Lightning to USB-C adapter to charge it. Last bit of good news is though, Apple has a new Smart Folio keyboard for the new iPad. It has a built-in kickstand, and the keyboard's detachable, so you can use the iPad and the kickstand by itself, which magnetically attaches, and then snap on that keyboard, which has a trackpad built into it. It's pretty awesome. I'm very excited to try that out. Honestly, there's some really cool features in this new iPad that I wish we saw in the iPad Pros. I'd like to see that kickstand option with a detachable keypad for iPad Pros, and even that landscape-centered camera. Pretty awesome. Maybe we'll see an updated version next year. Let me know what you guys think. The new iPad is available for purchase right now. There are links for it in the description. Otherwise, stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot more videos coming your way.